This is just the box that it comes in, and it's already stunning. Look at this. This is not even the tripod itself. Hey guys, Huang here from the Travel Fam, and today we're not traveling, but we are doing a review of the new Peak Design Travel Tripod. This is a tripod that I've been waiting for over a year now, since the Kickstarter came out last year, and now we finally have the full retail version. This is not the version, the pre-release one that other YouTubers were reviewing. This is the actual retail version of the tripod. So let's not waste any time. Let's just go ahead, open this thing up, and dive right in. So the first thing we'll notice once we take the tripod out is that it's very small, it's compact, and this is the pouch that it comes in. Originally, YouTubers were doing reviews of the Peak Design Travel Tripod pouch that was in beta while they were actually developing it during the Kickstarter that they sent out early. And that pouch had some issues from what I saw with the ability to get the tripod out of the pouch easily, because it just had a top that you just pull the drawstring and it tightens. So this one, they've redesigned the pouch, and now it has a zipper on the top which you can open. And you can open it up and the tripod looks like it'll just come straight out. Boom. I can already feel that this is a much lighter and more portable tripod than I've been using for my travel. Opening up the tripod, this is the Peak Design Travel Tripod, the carbon fiber edition. You can tell by looking at the pattern on the legs here that you can tell is a carbon fiber one as opposed to an aluminum one. So looking at the Peak Design Travel Tripod, just from taking it out of the box, it looks amazing. It's really, really cool. It looks like something that is just very, very modern. I love how they redesigned the look and feel of the tripod to make it more compact. So one of the things that they did as part of their redesign is they redesigned the legs here. It looks like you should be able to just pull all of these out, extend all of the legs, and go ahead and we'll snap them back into place. I do like the fact that these latches are pretty large. One of the problems I was having with my old tripod, it has small latches, and I would often clamp my fingers into it on accident when I wasn't looking or just trying to open it up real quick. This one looks like it's very easy to use, very easy to clamp, and it doesn't look like you can injure yourself easily, so that's a plus. We'll go ahead and we'll fold this back up, and let's look at the top of the tripod. So this is the part that is really unique to the Peak Design Travel Tripod. If you look at the top of the Peak Design Travel Tripod, you will see that it has the base plate. These two pins will help hold the base plate stable. However, you can remove these two pins in order to use longer versions of the Arca Swiss plate. And yes, this is the Arca Swiss plate. It is not a Manfrotto plate. So in order to open up the top of the tripod, you have to use this lever. This lever pulls out, and once you pull it out, you twist it to loosen it. And then you can go ahead and you can pull the center column up. So if you notice, on the inside of the tripod, there is the hook for you to attach a bag or something, some weights to hold down the tripod to give it that additional stability. So I know that you can open this hook. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, okay. Got it. So if you open this hook, underneath the bottom of this is a cell phone mount. Once you have it in place, you can mount your cell phone to the tripod, just adding additional functionality for something if you want to snap pictures or video, or just be able to record yourself and you didn't have your camera on you. You can use the cell phone here, so that's a nice little plus, and that fits snugly into the center column here. So the tripod does have a ball head right here at the top, and that is used by loosening this adjustment ring here, which then you can move the ball head around, and once you get the angle that you like, you go ahead and you would tighten it to lock the tripod in place again. So before we go ahead and put a camera on top of this tripod, let's go ahead and talk about the base plate that you need to put on this. It is an Arca Swiss plate compatible tripod, so any Arca Swiss plate will work. The Peak Design base plate that they include with the tripod requires a hex wrench to put on your camera. It does not have a D-ring or a coin slot for you to tighten any other way other than the hex wrench. This mount holds a hex key for you to utilize to be able to put and adjust the base plate onto the camera. So that is a nice plus from Peak Design instead of you having to store and bring one around yourself. So I appreciate that. So this is the D750, and right now this is just a 24-120 f4 lens. Not extremely heavy, but this kit is heavier than typical mirrorless setup with a lighter lens. Once we go ahead and we just clamp the camera onto the tripod, the back of the tripod will lock. So also on top of the tripod head above the lock for the ball head here is an additional lock that if you pull it over, this will lock the mechanism that allows you to pop the quick release plate off. So now I can't remove the camera, and it does seem very stable when I move it around. It doesn't seem like it's gonna fall off. The lock looks secure, it doesn't budge at all. So if you're out and about and you're shooting and you really wanna make sure your camera is secure, always use the secondary lock. Let's try a different lens on this camera, a much heavier lens. This is the 70-200 Tamron that we are going to have on our D750, so that this is a pretty heavy setup. And most people will put the base plate here to mount the camera onto the tripod. However, I'm going to keep it on the camera itself to make it front heavy to try to see how stable this tripod is. So this is pretty decently front heavy. Right now we just have all the legs in, so it's going to be at its most stable. It does feel very solid, but let's go ahead and we'll extend all of the legs. So this is the tripod with all of the legs out. We'll go ahead and we'll point it somewhere and we'll lock it as tight as I can get it with this ball head. And all in all, it does feel very steady. Shaking it, of course, there's gonna be some movement because I'm putting a lot of strain onto the tripod when I shake it. However, it seems very stable. It looks and feels like I can take a solid long exposure even with a telephoto lens like this. Of course, we're gonna have to go and real world test this tripod, but for now, just at an initial glance, it seems stable enough to be able to take long exposures without really any concerns. This tripod might not be as stable as some of the bigger ones, but you have to remember that this tripod fits into a very small portable size, that this is something I can easily shove into my backpack, fit it on a plane easily without having to worry about disassembling it or putting it into a check-in bag. So that might be something that is considered a trade-off, the small portable size for some stability, but I think for the vast majority of photographers, even if you're using pretty decent size setups, you won't have issues with this tripod. So something that I did note is that if you want to switch between landscape and portrait mode on this tripod, it's interesting because here, I'll show you. If you flip this to portrait, that doesn't look that bad. However, you'll notice that there's these 3 clamps that revolve around the ball head here, and these 3 clamps will potentially get in your way if you're trying to move it in a certain direction, because like they'll get stuck here. So you'll have to do a bit of twisting, and you won't be able to get full range of motion. If I'm in portrait mode right now and say I wanted to point down, I can't because of this clamp. So I would have to move this around to be able to point down. You'll have to do a little bit of twisting and adjusting to get the right angle that you're trying to go for. Now that being said, this is not a cinematic tripod. You would not want to use this for smooth tilting or panning if you're doing video on a tripod. That you'll want to buy an actual fluid head for. This is going to be for photography, where you want to get something stable, get your shot set up, and then lock it in place and not have to do any movement, because this ball head really only does movement by unlocking this lock here, moving the ball head around and locking it again. It does not have smooth any axis panning or tilting. So another thing to note is when you do have a pretty heavy camera setup and you twist it into portrait mode and I lock this, it does not move like some tripods. Once I lock it into portrait mode, because it's so front heavy or something, the camera will tilt a little. This is actually very solid, so I can go point it into portrait mode, lock it, and not have to worry about my composition shifting just the smidge because of a lock that's not tight enough. So this lock mechanism is really effective. I do like it. So when I'm looking for a travel tripod, I'm looking for portability, for stability, and for something that doesn't feel like it's gonna break on me when I travel. This Peak Design travel tripod fits all of those perfectly. It's compact, it's very beautifully designed. It will definitely fit into a backpack or a suitcase. It feels sturdy, and I think that after some real world testing that will prove to be true, but we'll see. So Peak Design has designed some additional accessories that you can get for the Peak Design travel tripod. So one of them is the ultralight conversion kit. This allows you to essentially replace these bottom locking legs with just these prongs that go onto the bottom of this, essentially allowing you to convert this already light and portable travel tripod into one that's even lighter and more portable, because it's going to shrink this profile down a bit. But the only downside is you're going to lose those leg extensions. But if you don't care about that and you only want something that's about this high and you just need something like that, then this conversion kit will allow you to shave off a few pounds here and essentially make this already light tripod something even lighter. But that is it for this first look at the Peak Design travel tripod. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I would recommend checking this tripod out. There are two versions, the carbon fiber version, the aluminum version. I think that if you have the ability to get the carbon fiber one, it will be worth it, although it does come with a bit of a heftier price tag than the aluminum version. So in terms of travel, I think that this is going to be a game changer for me, at least, because this is going to allow me to be able to bring a lighter tripod around that is easier to carry, that won't stick out of my backpack or I have to disassemble when I'm bringing it on the plane. So all in all, I think that this travel tripod is a win, and I am excited to go and utilize this in the real world to see how this thing performs. That is it for this initial first look at the Peak Design travel tripod. I would highly recommend checking this thing out, so I will put a link to this tripod down in the description below. So go ahead, check that out if you don't have one already. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section below, and I will go continue to utilize this tripod in the real world, and we'll see how that goes. On that note, thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next one.